all. Today I'm going to speak on something which I keep hearing from a lot of people around me. That is, I'm human and hence I have feeling. Feelings are something that makes me human. Now let's understand what does this feeling do to us. Are we tuned into this conversation where feelings means your own emotions and from where these emotions are coming? Are there some auto-generated machine out there inside you which just generates emotion from randomly from nowhere? Or are you aware what kind of situation gets you in what kind of emotions? Are you aware what kind of thinking or the thoughts that come, on a daily basis creates those emotions? Or emotions are just randomly coming from nowhere and lurking in your life and making you feel human. Is it so? I think we all need to curiously dive deep into this to really see what is that makes us human. I'm very interested in this topic because that's a very important part of a mental fitness journey that I make my patients go through. And why I'm calling them patients is because they are in discomfort with the way they are dealing with those emotions in their life. So today I would like you all to really sit with your own self and check on a daily basis. The way we make a diary of daily events or those list of what I will have to do today, or setting a goal in the morning, or a list of things as a woman of what I need in my house today. So there are a lot of lists, that to-do lists that we make every day. Can we make, or even for that matter, what we eat? Because what we put inside is what going to make our body shape into physically. So are we aware of what are we putting inside our mind? What kind of environment am I surrounding myself and how is it influencing my mind? What goes inside my mind, isn't that important too? How am I responding to those things when I'm dealing with them? And isn't it a very curious thing to know about your own self? On a daily basis, if we just write, how did I feel at the end of the day when my day started, or when you start your day with the feeling that I'm going to have a wonderful, lovely, and a very productive day. Whatever tunes in with you, okay? You can just start the day with that, or at the end of the day, if you just write, today this was the situation which happened, this was my experience around it, this is the way I reacted or responded to the situation, this was the emotion, this was the feeling that I felt. And if you get self-aware of what feelings are triggering because of what situation, what are the feelings that I want to feel on a daily basis, and what are the feelings that I really don't want to feel on the daily basis, or even if I feel, am I comfortable with it, and am I aware that this feeling is coming with this kind of thoughts, and though I'm not liking it, it's existing, and just let's feel it at this moment, and then let's see where and what kind of thought and what kind of situation is making me feel this. It can be anything. I'm not saying that anybody out there is triggering this feeling, you should get into that conversation. That is a totally different. The feeling is something which is your own, and you need to own it completely, and see from where it is originating. If you do a blunder in a day, you can always say, oh my god, I again did it. How funny is that I go back to the same way of being in spite of knowing that I don't have to do this. So how about playing and being with those feelings and not trying to suppress them, not trying to judge them, not trying to, find sense in them, and just being aware of them. And then looking back and seeing from where did they come? Why am I not liking it? And if I'm not liking it, how is it persisting in my life? What is that I need to do differently, the way I am responding and to these feelings? They are my own, like my babies, yeah. Whatever they are, I am okay, and I am comfortable with this discomfort also which is coming up. So what do I do next so that the feelings which are there are actually there to make me feel good, and which are not making me feel good, can I get rid of them? What can I do different? How can I view the whole thing differently? How can I just not indulge into them and make my environment and the people I interact with very beautifully loving and most powerful in my life? Can we all do this? I really want you all to enjoy the fruits of being human. Really enjoying those feelings and knowing and understanding them.